That girl is so slow like that. Who knows when the transplant will be finished? Miss Charlotte's sour words rang out again. Everyone around seems to be over it. Everyone is so familiar with this scene that they ignore it. Go and continue planting violet rice just now. He took a sip of water and heard his stepmother say. So she replied that I'm still working. Why don't you call Eliana to help transplant it? Quickly. My daughter is a jade leaf and branch. Gold. It's not like you do anything like that. For this job, you don't have to worry about transplanting it quickly. It's almost time to cook for my daughter. If you don't have food, I'll starve you. You know, Miss Charlotte walked up after speaking. Go home and leave Violet alone in the field. Cultivated because of being starved many times. Violet, I'm so scared that I'm trying so hard to plant it. As fast as possible, everyone around. While resting, they saw the crime, so they divided. Together they went to transplant for her. Including Mr. Nam, sharing the same neighborhood as Violet. From the moment I noticed it, she also came out to help him write the letter. Sit there and rest. I'll do this here. Help Violet answer yes. Let's do it. It's over. Everyone go rest now. The person is helping me. I'm going up there to sit and work. How could that be possible? Nam didn't hear that either. Continue talking and continue planting for a while. It's done. Everyone went to the shore to sit. Under the shade of a tree. Rest and drink water. Violet say thank you everyone. Help me. Mrs. Sao. Larry Len's mother. This girl's voice is from everyone in the neighborhood. If we can depend on each other, we will depend on each other. Thank you. What don't know? Violet smiling sat and talked to. Everyone waits a while longer and then goes home to cook. Rice Ball saw Violet come back and he also stood. Get up and follow. Away from everyone. While resting just now, Nam said to Violet. Hey Violet, I heard Larry calling. Turned around and asked Nam in surprise. Just following you. Nam nodded. Took out the hairpin he bought from his pocket. Yesterday while I was in town. I gave it to you. Violet then timidly spoke English. Hey Violet, take the new hairpin. Then said it's beautiful. Thank you. No. It's okay to have whatever you like. Go home. There's nothing wrong with finding a way to yell at you. Yes. I'll be back first. Nam. Nodding and saying goodbye to Violet. Also headed towards Violet Nam's house. Now just turned 18 years old. She has not been since childhood. And her mother heard from her father that it was because she was having difficulty. Gave birth. So after surgery to get her out. Her mother also passed away when her childhood was lacking. Without her mother's love. But she was okay. 300 worry about not missing anything, just think 2 or 3. We will live together like that, but 1. When she was 5 years old, her father took her. A woman named Tin is my stepmother. At first, she loved her very much because of her. Lacking a mother's love, she quickly died. Quickly accept it and see if you are like your own mother. Unexpectedly, not long after that, Auntie became pregnant. When I gave birth to Eliana's child, my aunt always rejected me. Beat her, and her father went to work far away from time to time. He had just returned, so he didn't know anything. Because every time Dad comes home, Aunt always shows off. Loved her when she was little. Every time she beat her, she ran to his mother's Uncle Sao's house. Nam wanted to escape all the time. So Uncle Sao also loved her like a daughter in the house. So she remembers one time when she was 8 years old. At that time, Eliana was also 4 years old. Away from her in the watch house. It's unfortunate to leave it. She was scared when she was bitten by an ant and her whole body was swollen. I quickly got oil to rub it, but just when my aunt came home from working in the fields, she saw it. So she was beaten to death. Missing death is also fortunate thanks to Larry Call. Relatives and neighbors can help. If not, she had already gone to see her mother because it was perfect. The scene is not as it should be. 2 only studied until the 1st grade, after which she quit. Study at home and do some odd jobs due to the break. She studied early, so her friends were besides Larry Ra. There is no one like Larry do. Carry it around town and take a break from work every now and then. Because she was helping Uncle Sao, she rarely saw him. So if she didn't go to the fields, she would retreat. I stayed at home and came back to my house. 2 listened. Miss Charlotte's cursing sound came out along with it. The basket flew out and hit Ms. Yu's head. I just came home now and I know it's late. Is it okay? Violet. Reach out and rub it. Warm forehead replied that it was nothing to say. I have to save all the rice before I can go home. Why do you come back here after you finish your work? Violet. As soon as she finished speaking, she was slapped by Miss Charlotte. Let me burn your cheeks and eat lobster liver. No matter what I say. You don't hang ca. That's it. Come inside and cook for me. Eliana's child came home without food. You take care of it. After she finished speaking, she picked up the fan. Go over to Ms. Tam's and Ms. Chin's house to play. Bye. She is addicted to gambling and lottery. So Mr. Jeffrey came home from work and sent money. She took away all the sad Violets. Crying, she went in and pretended to wash her hands and feet. Started cooking rice. While cooking, too, hear the sound of a motorbike in the forest in front of the house. She immediately went out to see who it was and saw her father coming back to her. I was so happy that I ran out and hugged my dad. Then she and my dad. She went into the house and poured water for her father to drink. Tell Dad when? Why don't you let me? Mr. Jeffrey working as a bricklayer on a project basis. This time, there are few successful projects. The unstable job can't do anything. So I had no choice but to pack up and go home to my father's hometown. Wait until the project has a lot of work. Dad goes back to work. Violet listened to Dad say stay. I'm so glad she won't get sick. No matter how heavy your face is. Why are you light? Yes. Dad. Go take a shower to cool off. I'll go cook dinner for you. Finished. Mr. Jeffrey looked around and couldn't see her. Where is Eliana's love? Please ask me. Where did Eliana go? Let me cook. Violet knows that her aunt loves gambling. But her father just returned and she doesn't want to join. The house and family were in turmoil again. So I answered my father. Eliana's child has gone to school. So there's nothing wrong with love. I went to Uncle Tam's house to visit Mr. Jeffrey's father. Seemed dissatisfied but he did not speak. Then opened his backpack and took out the watch he bought. At work gave it to Violet and said tomorrow is your birthday. So I'll have it. Buy fruit and give it to your child early. Violet VN. I'm glad because Dad also remembers in a few days. On her birthday, she was recently beaten up by a lover. She was still in pain. So when she saw her father give her a gift, I feel like I'm in tears. It felt like it was about to fall. Stinging her nose. Raise your hand to receive the coin. Put it on your hand and hold it up for Dad to see the feeling. Thank you, Dad. I like it very much. The girl has red eyes. He asked why his eyes were so red. The womb is so happy and excited that it's a bit emotional. Just a little movement. Dad, it's nothing. So, he asked like that because of his trips. When he comes home from work far away, he hears the neighbors talk about her. He knew how to treat her and beat her. But because I want someone to take care of my child, he felt secure going to work. So he just did it. Ignore what Violet said, sir. Stop asking and rub your daughter's head. Smiled and replied yes. I like it. Okay, let's go take a shower to cool off. Yes. Let's go. After Dad left, Violet also came down. Continue cooking in the kitchen. She just finished cooking. Served on the table. So did Auntie and Eliana. When I came back, I saw that the rice tray had only vegetables and boiled eggs. Apparently, Eliana was upset and told her mother. Let's see, but let me write to you every day. I'm so tired of eating vegetables and eggs like this. Miss Charlotte just lost her card game. I was angry when I heard son Eliana say that. Look at how many people don't have it. Why are you so picky about eating? I'm angry. If you say more, I'll let you endure. Hungry like two. Now Eliana is being scolded. Then he immediately stood up, grabbed his bag and walked in. His room is still missing. Charlotte just finished speaking. Then she noticed Violet's hand was wearing a watch. She immediately walked over and held up the letter. I wonder where this watch came from. You stole the money I gave you to buy. It doesn't. Every day Ree gives me 50 Vietnamese dongs. Waiting for the extra money. I'll give it to you anyway. It's enough. But I won't take any money. Where did this watch come from at that time? Jacob came out of the house and heard it again. Miss Charlotte held Violet's hand and spoke up. I bought it for her. You have an opinion. What? Miss Charlotte heard Mr. Jeffrey's voice. Then he was startled and quickly let go of Violet's hand. Pretend to laugh and talk. His return. When did you not tell me? I just came to pick me up and that's all. Let's eat again. Go to the library. Call Eliana to come eat. Go, Violet. Go in and call Eliana. But he said he wouldn't eat. So she went out to eat. Mr. Jeffrey's rice looked at the rice tray and was bored. Eating. After getting a few pieces. Put them down and talk about money. I sent it to you somewhere but you gave it to me. Do the children eat and drink like this? Miss Charlotte? Dare to say that all that money was taken away by her. Money, so she told me to save money. Paying for Eliana's child's school to prepare for school. After high school, you have to learn everything from now on. From now on, I will stay at home and you will take care of me at home. But put the rice and water properly in. Afterwards, he told Violet too. Do you want to go? Learn how to sew. Dad will give me money to go to school. Really? Your dad wants to learn sewing for the future. Have a job to support herself and her family. Hearing that, he did not agree and he left. Learn how to sew and then work in the fields and gardens. How can I do it alone? If not, then I will help her. Quit school to let Eliana's child go to school. Then what else do you want? Miss Charlotte didn't say. I couldn't do anything else, so I got angry and went into the room. Violet, seeing that, she immediately said yes. Come on, Dad. Let me stay at home and help with anything. Leave her alone and I'll take you to the market. Teaching place, yes. Thank you, Dad. Okay. Come eat. Dad, go in and get some rest. The fake letter DN ran out of rice and then cleaned up. Then I went into my room to sleep in the morning. The next day Violet eagerly went to town. With her father, so she got up very early. She prepared breakfast for the whole family and then sat and waited forever. After a while, Dad and baby Eliana also came. Then she walked back and told everyone to eat breakfast again. Come on, I'm cooking. Said to have breakfast to be luxurious. But actually it's just that. Pot of white porridge served with sugar. Miss Charlotte. Still angry about Mr. Jeffrey chose Violet. She went to sewing school so she didn't eat but carried the country. Eliana went to the field and sat down to eat. After a few spoonfuls, he stood up and said angrily, Dad, I'm going to school. Mr. Jeffrey, I saw Eliana. No, hello Violet, then speak up here. Dad and sister have to say hello 2 times later. Second sister, have you heard? Eliana, look. The watch on Violet's hand is warm. Tell me anything. Sister, hi. Hi, Jack. She is my daughter. As for me, no. What do you mean by that? Eliana ba? If you don't know, why don't you ask your son? When I come back from far away, I only buy a gift for her alone. I haven't bought anything for my kids for a few days. It was my second sister's birthday, so my dad bought it as a gift. Only when it's my son's birthday. I will also give it to you like that. Look at my sister. Had to drop out of school to let their children go to school. But I don't know how to love my second sister back. I'm even jealous of you. Violet, see. The atmosphere was tense and he immediately took off his shirt. He took out the glue in his hand and gave it to Eliana and said, If you like it, I'll give it to you. I don't want to worry about these little things. My family was in turmoil. Though was her. Being pampered since childhood leads to temperament. Stubbornly, he arrogantly told me no. If Dad wants to give it to you, you can keep it. After speaking, he picked up his bag and walked ahead. Violet said she was still young and he said no. If you know how to think, don't pay attention. Okay, kid. Go in and change your clothes and Dad will give them to you. Wear a fake Violet and then put the copper bracelet back on. Ho then went into the changing room with his father. Go to town, but only 2 or 3 children go. Halfway there, the car suddenly stopped. Turning off the engine causes the car to suddenly stop midway. Violet Street when she got out of the car. She asked if the car was broken. What's wrong, Dad? Maybe I'm out of gas. Let me check the car. Mr. Jeffrey opened the gas cap and saw. Ran out of gas actually. From their house to town. It took about 10 kilometers for the road to become deserted. I couldn't ask anyone, so Mr. Jeffrey said the car was gone. Really gas, then I'm around now. It was so lonely that I had to walk a little longer. Luckily, there was a place to get gas. Dave's father led me. Take the extra clutch and push it for Mr. Jeffrey. Nod to lead. Violet's car in the back, he pushed the passenger bar. After walking for about 10 minutes, I met one. Passers-by saw 2 or 3 iron cows. Then go back and ask after knowing the car. When they ran out of gas, they were kind enough to go buy gas. Help bring people to receive cans. Gasoline. Her father sent money back profusely to thank her. They then piled into the car and then continued on. 20 minutes to reach your town. Jacob drove around talking to Violet. I looked around to see if there was a tailor shop. Then tell Mrs. Light da. 3 Violet looked around and saw one. 2 tailor shop is very large and has an ironing board. Teaching sewing. So she patted Dad's shoulder and told him to stop. The car is going to the tailor shop. This flower is big. Dad, I see there is also teaching. Mr. Jeffrey stopped the car. Looked in the direction the girl was pointing. That's right. So he drove away. Past. 2 or 3 children opened the door and walked in. Inside, the owner of 2 tailor shop, named Elizabeth. When he came out, he saw the 2 of them and asked funny questions. People come to make clothes or buy fabric at Doi. My shop specializes in wholesale and retail items. All types of fabrics are available. Mr. Jeffrey Pay. Again, I see only the title in front. Signs accepting sewing lessons. So I want children. Girls come here to study. 2 or 3 of you sit down. Let's go inside and talk more clearly. Mr. Jeffrey nodded and followed Violet along with her. To talk after a long discussion. Seems reasonable. Mr. Jeffrey, take the deposit, the speaking tube. That's all. See you today. Tomorrow she will start going to school. Miss Evelyn, hearing that. Do you agree? I forgot to mention that I'm still here now. Noon. Violet will stay here to eat. Study with everyone until 4 p.m. Will return. Yes. That's great. Thank you very much. Many. Violet also say thank you very much. Miss Evelyn looked at Violet, then smiled. Smile and answer. Remember to be on time tomorrow. Yes. I'll be there on time. Seeing a guest outside, he said so. Please allow me to point my 3 children to Miss Evelyn. Nod. First wait for 2 or 3 Violets to come out and leave. Advise guests on the way home. Jacob and Violet go to the market to buy some food. When I arrived at the house, I didn't see the first sister. So Mr. Jeffrey, tell me to stay home and cook. I'll go out. Let's see how she's doing in the fields. Dad, let's go. Go. Dr. Jeffrey park the motorbike and head out. I ran towards the field but didn't see Miss Charlotte. Where should he go? To Violet Dang's house. Cooked and saw that his father had just left and had already returned, so he asked what happened. Dad came back so quickly. Did you see anything, Dad? I haven't seen her anywhere. My child, it must be something. Where around here? I'll be back in a moment. Okay, kid. Let's cook dinner and go to Uncle Toucan Shu's house. Violet Fake then turned back to the kitchen to cook. Thinking about going to town tomorrow. Learn to sew while smiling while cooking and singing. Lo, the next morning Violet changed her clothes. Went out to take the bike for a ride. Her father told her to put the car in so he could wait for her to go. Miss Charlotte came out of the house and was deceived when she heard that. Violet ironic, saying it's grown up already. It's not like he's a child that you take him to pick you up. If you don't have money, you don't have to worry. If I make money, I will let this whole family die. I'm so hungry. Violet, hearing that, Miss, sighed softly and replied, I'll leave it to you. Go get acquainted with Mr. Jeffrey. Take your wallet from your pocket. Opened it and put 300 NGN in Violet's hand. Tell me to take anything with me for protection. Buy whatever you want to eat. Thank you, Dad. Daddy, what are you going to do? Violet, having said that, then, take your bike to the alley of Mr. Jeffrey waiting for Vietel. When he left, he shouted at Miss Charlotte once and twice. That's right. I kept quiet and didn't say anything. She wanted to climb on top of me to sit right. For more than 10 years. She has treated her child. Letter G. Don't think I don't have it. Know how to take care of yourself and know your fate. How can I check mine? Mr. Jeffrey saying Miss Charlotte is not appropriate. Please answer how I treat it. He said that from the day I accepted it. Please see if you have anything to worry about my mother and children. I don't. Everything is fine too. Con too. So Eliana's child is not her child. Sir, why don't you shut up? I love you both. Only grandmothers distinguish between stepchildren. The common child was struck by Mr. Jeffrey Say's heart. Black Miss Charlotte hesitated to answer. Mr. Jeffrey let the car run away. She was upset and even more upset, so she left. Going to Mrs. Tam's house to play at Mrs. Tam's house right now. Miss Charlotte was gathering to play cards and saw that. I also have itchy hands and feet. But no. If you have money, you should turn around and go home. Ba Tam called back and said, why don't you come in and play? I'm missing an arm. I'm out of money. Then where else can I play? I'll give it to you. Miss Charlotte's eyes lit up when she heard that. Come in, sit down and wait for the nurse. Brought the money out. Play. Violet cycling arrived a bit early. The tailor shop wasn't open yet. So she parked the car. Sitting on the steps waiting to sit down. When my ass was hot. The door suddenly opened. Hit Violet's back, causing moderate pain. Startled, she turned around and stood up. Then I saw a man about 30 years old. Old came out. She rubbed her back. Say, you don't see me sitting here. Why did you open the door so hard? Ryan? Look at the little girl in front of his house. Talking loudly to him was very surprising. Take the car down to the summer and say, hey, girl, it's my house, so I want to open it. It's her uncle's right to sit first. Uncle So's house. Violet. At this moment I suddenly thought maybe he is Aunt Elizabeth's son. Fixed. Asked again to be sure, but didn't have time to say anything. Aunt Elizabeth had left, so she bowed to say, hello, Mr. Van. Miss Evelyn always smiles when she sees Violet. Nodding to answer the incoming letter. Son, come inside and introduce yourself to me. This is my son. His name is Nicholas. Violet Fake then took her bag and went inside. Miss Evelyn turned to Ryan and said, she's Violet, a new student. If you tease her, that's the death of your mother. Listen to Nicholas look closely at the little girl named Violet. It's truly beautiful, but I have such a harsh personality that even an NM has it. A little amused, he smiled and replied, her mother was a little bit aggressive, but I like Miss Evelyn. Listen, hit me lightly on Ryan's shoulder and say, that guy. I'm 35 years old and I don't have to worry about getting married. All day long, he teases the little girls who study. Mom, why don't you want to get married yet? I don't hear my friends complaining. Please help me transfer the notebooks that I'm tired of. Mom, don't pressure me to get married again. I won't regret it. When will I have a grandchild to hold? People here have to take things slowly. Mom, my lover doesn't exist yet. Where can I get a grandchild for my mother? Father? No matter what my father says, I won't hang it. All right. When will I visit my mother this time? I'll go in a few days. I'll go. I'll make an appointment. You went to coffee. I'm going now. Yes. Go away. Fake Nicholas then park the car and drive away. Lost. Miss Evelyn also went into range 5 minutes later. Some people were working inside. The shop also came today. The shop's main technician. Her name was Dung and she asked for leave. So she became Mrs. I have to show Violet some basic things. Fortunately, Min embroiders quickly. Smart absorbs students much faster. Another member should. Miss Evelyn very satisfied, she said. Two sat down to watch the girls learn and then followed suit. If there's anything you don't know, just ask me. Cuck. Ms. Zahn showed Dami that. Elizabeth nodded, then took her bag and went out. Something happened and the letter turned to Ms. Cuck's place. Ms. Zahn said, hello to you two sisters. Violet just came to learn sewing for the first day. When studying, if there's anything you don't know, please point it out. Give it to me. Ms. Cuck smiled and answered yes. If you don't know anything, just ask. Don't be shy. How old is this year? Where do you live? Yes. I'm about to turn 19. My sister. In Guy Loc commune. Right at the cultural house of. In that village. Ms. Zahn heard that and immediately said. So it's close to my grandmother's house. Yes. That's it. When you come back, please come to my house to visit. Ms. Zahn nodded. Then the girls practiced. While working, she also looked after her sisters. Then practice your beak. Ryan goes to coffee come. It was more than 10 o'clock when I got home and didn't see my mother. And everyone is there. Just the little girl. Violet. He walked back and teased the baby if he saw his mother. Where are you? At this time. Ms. Zahn and Ms. Go away. Violet. Let's practice pedaling. I'm used to concentrating on work when the voice comes. There was a sound behind me that startled me a bit. She turned around and saw baby Ryan. Uncle Elizabeth's brother. Then answer Aunt Elizabeth. Raw. I'm out on a business trip. Next time. Uncle. If you want to say something, come out and say it. But you just stand behind like that. You were startled. Ryan laughed. Did the child do something bad or something that has a disability? I'm surprised that you speak so arrogantly. I wonder if you're preoccupied with work. But suddenly someone asked me like that and I have it. Startle. No, Violet said as she was so angry that she turned red. Ryan's face and Ryan looked at Violet. Nhu. Then I just laughed and continued talking. I teased him a little and got so angry that my face turned red. Why are girls so stubborn and will soon be single? The house is full of husbands. Even if you are single, you won't have a husband. It's your turn to worry about finishing. Violet. I just realized that I was so embarrassed. So Nicholas looked down at the letter like that. Even more excited. He intended to tease her. Next, I saw Ms. Zahn and Ms. Lan returning. Go up to the library. Wait for Ryan to leave. Raised his face and whispered. It was indeed him. That hateful old uncle. 1 week later. Today is my birthday and also my death day. Mom should ask Violet to ask Uncle Van this afternoon. Take a day off to stay home and make dinner. For Mom. Mr. Jeffrey also remember today is to comfort Mom. By Violet. He took out the money and gave it to his child. Girl then told me to take the money to the market to buy things. Come cook for your mother as soon as she hears it. Love also saw it and went to the table to pour a glass. Drinking water and croaking in the voice of a dead person. I'm dead and can't eat or drink anything. I don't know how much money it costs to paint and worship him. Miss Charlotte's words just ended. Mr. Jeffrey also replied. Every year I make an offering tray. Damn. If you can't help anything, then shut up. Don't speak inhumanely or unfairly. So that's all I said. If you want to do it, just do it. I'm not there. If you dare to stop Miss Charlotte, then look. Violet and Gut sighed and took the conical hat. The team went out to the fields where the little boys were so familiar with this scene, so she doesn't either. Pay attention. Take your money and go to the market. Buy utensils to cook the offering tray. Her mother came in the afternoon carrying a bouquet of flowers, incense, fruit, and visiting Mother's grave, surrounded by overgrown violet-arranged flowers. Fruit. Light incense. Then sit. Go down and pull the weeds. She whispered. With. Mother, look at her daughter grown up. This afternoon, my father sent me to study sewing. In town, but my aunt doesn't. I like it so auntie and dad keep fighting. Makes me so sad. I don't even know. I did something wrong that she didn't. I liked you when my dad was still working. If I did something I didn't like, auntie would beat me, and even starve the children at such times. I feel very sad and sorry for myself, but I think it's probably because I'm your own child. Dad is not her son. That's why. So when will your child's birthday come? I just want my child. I just want my mother. Come back to life so you can have love. Mother's is like auntie's love. Kai. So Eliana say this. Violet suddenly burst into tears like a child until Violet said a familiar voice. That voice belongs to none other than Mr. Larry. Violet turned around and stood up quickly. Wipe tears. Reply. Larry, where are you going? So I know today is your birthday. It's also Mother's coaxing day. I should go burn incense for you. After he finished speaking, Nam picked up the incense stick. Burn it strangely. Plug it into the incense burner and then speak. With Violet, I wish you a happy birthday. Look, don't be sad anymore. He's above. Sal will cover for you. Yes, I know. It's getting late. Let's go home. It's not good for your health out here. Where is Violet? Nodding and joining Mr. Nam. Leave the cemetery and get close to the beginning. Mr. Nam. Hey, where are you going today? I can't see you. I went outside and went to sewing school above. How is the town? Try to study well. Tomorrow, please come and make clothes for me. Feeling so embarrassed that Violet 2's face turned red. He bowed his head and replied. You were teasing me again. If you want to make clothes, take them to someone else's shop. Luckily, I'll know when. Nam gathered all his courage and held Violet's hand and said. Next, I'm telling the truth. Violet, hey, since childhood. Even when I grow up. I know you always pay attention. You that I can understand and see. My hurts and sorrows from. Until now, I hope you can give it. I have a chance to be by your side. I'm worried. Can you take care of me? Letter Violet, there is indeed one. Little fond of Larry because he was a child when he was young. Everyone stood up to protect her when she was bullied. The person who bullied him was also the person who hid Uncle Ho. Sal brings rice for her to eat every time she falls in love with her. Starved, so she appreciated him very much. But seeing my father getting old is still there. Working hard to earn money to support the whole family. So she feels so much pain in her head right now. I just want to learn quickly so I can get a job. Just opened a shop to make money. So she quit. Larry Raw answered this story. I haven't thought about it yet and I feel like I haven't. Be ready, so just let everything take its course. Of course. Now you seem to be back here. I didn't see you, so I made a noise and finished talking. Violet turned around and walked towards the house. She and Nam told Theo to keep thinking. No matter how long it takes. I can wait for Min. Tu heard but she did not reply. But quickly went home while Nam waited. Her figure disappeared and then returned. Velvet Violet unaware of the whole thing. The conversation between her and the man was both lat. Into Miss Charlotte's ear she quickly left. I went home first and saw Mr. Jeffrey drinking tea. Then he went over and sat down to talk. Look at your daughter in the daytime. Holding hands with Nam, Mrs. Sao's son. Having sex with each other on the street. Did you see wrongly? I'm a close friend. They have been together since childhood and are considered brothers. Why do we have to do that? I said. He didn't listen and still defended it. It's coming back. You should try asking her. As soon as the conversation ended, Violet also returned. Go to her house and croak your voice. Daughter, your baby is back. Call him here. Ask me if I'm right. Mr. Jeffrey. I didn't believe it either, so I called Violet again and asked. The love letter said I would hold your hand lovingly. Nam is at the other end of the street. Isn't he? No, Violet, her face was as pale as a ship. She hesitated for a few seconds before returning it. Relative to Larry just standing and talking. It's okay. Dad. No holding hands. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's a mistake. Are you telling the truth? Yes. I saw Min. Tu said so firmly that he didn't either. Dad asked again and said if it wasn't there then. Come on. Go take a shower. Violet. Breathe. Fa was relieved. Yes. She went in. But she could walk. After a few steps, Miss Charlotte spoke up and I said. Then you don't listen to it and see it tomorrow. Carrying your pregnant belly here must be very beautiful. There, Violet. No matter what she wants to say. Then told her to go into the house to get some clothes and then leave. Dr. Jeffrey's bath is so annoying. She shut up. Go ahead and teach your daughter. All day long I just carry a bag to school. When I got home, I went into my room without a wife. Can you help this house with something? After all, Eliana is still young and knows nothing. It's tiring for him to go to school all day. He did not let it rest or rest. Why Mr. Jeffrey don't want to argue anymore, so got up and walked away to the neighbor's house, causing her. She got even angrier and shouted loudly at Tu. Here for me, Violet, have you just finished taking a shower? Just in time to dry my hair. I heard someone calling me. So she hurriedly dressed as quickly as possible. Then he ran out and before he could say anything, he was beaten. The slap on the cheek burned while Miss Charlotte scolded. Your voice is so good that you can tell white lies. Blatantly let your father believe it and then curse me for nothing. I took care of you. Now you pay. That's how grateful I am. 2. Violet put her hands on her face from the front. Now she is always afraid of her. But now she has 3. At home, she was no longer afraid but pointed straight her face and responded to what she just said. What a waste of your effort to raise me. Nurturing me was beatings. The excess of life and lack of death are those times. Let me starve and watch her and her children eat well. Her mouth tells everyone that she loves me. Like my own child. That's why he taught me. In her heart, there are no biological children. She is Eliana's daughter and she and I are related by blood. What people say is not wrong. Several generations of Bonduck with bones are the stepmother's generation. But I love my husband. You dare to use that tone of voice with me. So why'd I have to teach you something? The teacher ate porridge and kicked the bowl while telling her to wake up. Just took the rattan stick nearby and played a series of matches. Attacked Violet's body while hitting her. I just shouted something rude. If you mess with me, I'll kill you. Violet, don't avoid it because you want your dad to see whatever you have to endure. Last year, I should have stood still and let her hit the mirror. Face up, challenging her until when the rattan whip broke, she also collapsed down on the floor with closed eyes. Miss Charlotte was a little afraid that she would call Eliana. Come out and tell me to wake up so I can go there. It's a bad habit. Eliana comes down. I sat down and saw some nasty stains. The blood from my mother's beating chills me. Violet, but there was no movement. Then she panicked and asked her mother what to do. If I keep that up, will she faint or something? I came home and found that my mother was not done. When Miss Charlotte heard that, she trembled all over. The person just now was so angry. If you accidentally don't know what to do, listen. The sound of footsteps rushed into the front yard. I think Mr. Jeffrey is even more afraid of her. I was about to tell Eliana to lie. But I didn't have time. When he spoke, he ran out to tell B and brought her. Please go to the emergency room. My parents beat me and I fainted. Then there, Mr. Jeffrey rushed in and looked. Miss Charlotte was trembling and lying motionless underneath. The floor of the house was full of bloody marks. Then he felt extremely sad and glared at her. Miss Charlotte scared her so much that she hesitated. Yes, you heard me. Because it said, the story is uneducated to me. So I teach it. Coax it. Mr. Jeffrey, no words. No doubles. His eyes were red with fire as if he wanted to devour him. Someone else's life turns off right in her face. Love and then say what fate does to have. I won't forgive you, he said, hugging her. The letter was in my heart and I ran to Uncle Two's house to ask him. Onwards. Miss Charlotte Hospital sat down. Floor, remember Dr. Jeffrey's warnings. I'm so worried. At this time, Mr. Jeffrey and Two also went to the hospital. Thank you, Uncle Two. Then he told me to go home first. But I was also worried. For Two says she wanted to stay and stand at the door of the room. Emergency. Mr. Jeffrey, don't know what to do. I just met the doctor holding the above letter. The hand moved around urgently, saying to the doctor, please help. My daughter. Doctor, look at the daughter. With bruises that must have bled immediately. Answer and take her to the room to get cleaned up. If you're injured like this, you should kill them immediately. Then the doctor went first. Mr. Jeffrey followed. Then he went to the room where he put Violet up bed and then go out as the doctor said. Inside, the doctor will disinfect me. Uncle Ho just disinfected one wing. Exam hand. Violet waking up to the smell of koi medicine. Insects entered her nose, causing her to sneeze. Pain was transmitted from her arm to her. He frowned and said, please help me gently. Okay, I'm in pain. 2. The doctor replied while doing it. Do it. Why are people so miserable? Is that so? The child was beaten by his stepmother. Doctor, do you understand the story behind him? Ask again and continue disinfecting. After finishing, he went out and told V. Fuang she has finished disinfecting it. Now just let her rest here. I'll come back tomorrow night and check it out. Doctor, thank you very much, doctor. After that, the doctor left Mr. Jeffrey and opened the door. Entering the door, You see, Violet has woken up. Uncle 2. Ask a few questions and then leave, but before. Go. I told you to call me when you come back. Pick up, Violet. Fake. Thank you later. Uncle 2 came back and was the only one left in the room. 2-3 children. Mr. Jeffrey Moi spoke up. Why are you so miserable? 2 was beaten like that. Why don't you run away? I'm used to it. I'm okay. Dad. I'm sorry, everyone. It was Dad's fault if he didn't take her that year. If I return, you will not be tortured like this. But sorry, Mr. Jeffrey. Having said that, tears also flowed down Tan's cheeks. Violet put her aching arms around her father. But tell Dad not to cry anymore. Today is the day. Mother's blessing and also my birthday. But Dad has to be happy so Mom can be at peace. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry to your mother for that. Not protecting your child is very reprehensible. Is that right? 2. I said I'm okay. But these wounds are meant to be small. It's okay. Let's go home. The doctor told me to go home. I'll stay here for one night and check tomorrow morning. Check again and then go home. I'm going to sleep now. Go. Dad. Lying on the floor. There's something calling you. Not yet. Yes. Music. Yes. Then Mr. Jeffrey, turn off the room light after that. Pull the blanket over Violet and lie down on the floor because I was tired from working all day. So when he lay down he slept. Violet lying on the bed. She saw her father. So Jacob Cho shed tears with her. If anything happens, only my father will be sorry. Well, she told herself that she definitely would. Make a lot of money to take care of your dad. No more having to go to work and lie around. After a moment of prodding, pain came to her. Try to close your eyes to sleep to forget the pain in her dream about her mother. Cried and told her so much she begged her mother. Took her away, but mother shook her head and disappeared. Following that mist, she ran. I called but my mother was nowhere to be found. When the rooster crowed, Ms. Jock, I woke up and saw that it was still dark. She lay down and slept a little more. Again the next morning the doctor came to the examination room. Look at Violet's wound. It's okay. There's nothing to worry about. He prescribed the medicine. Said later. The family took it to the pharmacy counter. The hospital should buy it for the wound. Clean and dry the spears and abstain from eating for a few days. What I write here will heal quickly. Yes. Thank you very much, doctor. Much after the doctor left, Mr. Jeffrey also took it. According to the prescription, I bought it while I was there. When he returned to receive the medicine, he called for her. Uncle 2 welcomed the 3 children's children back to help Min. The letter in the room was cleaned by the nurse. It hurts to see the nurse's scars. Sadly, I told her to pay attention to what she was doing and then go back to work. According to this, please buy medicine to treat mutilation. Apply it to. It's a girl's hands and feet. Having bad luck is very bad. Yes, I remember. Thank you. The nurse finished giving her instructions. A few more notes and then leave a little later. She also bought medicine for Violet Kong. Dad went to the hospital gate to sit at a drink. Avoid the sun and wait for Uncle 2 about 20 minutes later. Uncle 2 also came and her father called him to drink. Drink water until it's cool. At this time, Miss Charlotte had just finished cooking at home. Pot of minced meat porridge to bring to the hospital. Violet T was told by Uncle 2's wife. Believe they are on their way to her house. Asked about Violet Butt's situation. Uncle 2's wife didn't know, so she had to wait for them to return. She kept going in and out until she saw him. Jacob Dio Violet when he entered the house. He immediately pulled chair for the 2 of them to sit and then tell me to go home. Okay, 2. Are you okay? Sorry for accidentally hitting me like that. Thank you, Aunt. Remember my aunt's blessing that I am still alive. Haven't been beaten to death according to anyone's wishes. This is Violet say so Miss Charlotte Vey. Lapel the lapel in her heart is. I was so angry that I wanted to slap Violet Vi. There are many things, but because he is here, Mrs. I have to go into the water and pretend to cry. Ree was so angry that she said that. But in my heart, I love you very much and MU wants you. Just teach me to be a good person. Violet, smirking at what she said. She replied, again, I know this article by heart. She said the same thing every time she hit me. So my aunt's love is scary. I would like to ask permission to refuse to accept you. I know why you're still angry to say that. Come on, I'll cook minced meat porridge. I like it. If you eat dirt, why should you scoop it up for your child to eat? Please just be normal. Seeing my aunt act like that made me a little scared. Unfamiliar. Why are you awake? If you haven't finished your sentence yet. Mr. Jeffrey. Speak up. Mrs. See that tone. Mrs. She loved him so much that she looked at his arms and legs. That girl. Yesterday, I went to work far away. I don't know what will happen to me. Live wholeheartedly with the grandmother who treats him. Is that still human? I'm sorry. I promise you I'll respond. Be nice to her. Please come over for me once. Is this okay? I decided and waited. When the baby heals, I will take her to Sai. The bacon is up there. Mother and daughter are here. Just take care of it. Having said that, Mr. Violet, go to the room to rest. Leave her alone. He took the car and drove out to visit the fields. Miss Charlotte looked at Min's room door. Too was angry, but because Violet couldn't do anything, she left. When you go to Mrs. Tam's house to play cards, you get angry. She always goes there when she's angry about anything. As soon as the lover left, Uncle Sal also left. Came to visit Violet Vo and opened the house. But I didn't see anyone, so Uncle Sal went up. Dear two, are you at home? In Violet's room she slept. Suddenly I heard someone calling my name. I should wake up and open the door. Go to the front of the house to see what's going on. Uncle Sal. Surprised and asked Uncle Sal. Who just called me? Called that night when I heard the news that I beat you. But you still have all your guts left. So what's wrong? No, my baby's womb is better. Please come in. Sit at home and cool down. Sit on the third chair. Six looked at the wound and said in pain. You're being beaten but you don't run away. Are you angry? I'm used to this and it's okay. It won't take a few days to get better. But that's all. Then Larry Front went to clap his hand and carry it. Bag of fruit and a few boxes of milk to put in at the table and told her to eat and rest. Take a rest. Get well soon. When will you come here? So I just came over and you two can talk. Mom ran home and got something. Cook and bring it over. After two finished speaking, Uncle Sal stood up and helped. He took the conical hat and put it on his head and went home. Violet told Uncle Ho not to cook. Because he was afraid of being upset. Larry said, Mom, I love you so I cook for you but refuse. So Mom is very sad because you bought it. Fruit bought milk for me but I gave it back. Why bother with back today? I have to go. Why am I not close to harvesting rice? Then I took a few days off to help at my mother's house. Luckily, he still got beaten like that. You have to run away. Do you understand? I know. Let me see if it still hurts or not. Just a few days and it will be gone. After which the two talked for a while longer. Also, there's an urgent call at work. He told Violet to eat and drink to get well soon. Then I went home and brought fruit and milk. Put it in, put it away, then go back to the bedroom. Hey, Miss Charlotte just arrived before arriving. Sitting down, Mrs. Tam told her what to watch. It's not much to pay off my debt. That's it. Come find me to borrow at interest. For these ladies, they keep making appointments for a few days. Again, I sell rice for several million silver. But kept asking Mrs. Tam to hear her awake. So, he pouted and replied that she hadn't woken up yet. Why do you think you borrowed 50 from me? Million principal amount. Excluding interest. What are you talking about, a few $1,000,000? Miss Charlotte heard the number is more than 50 million. His face turned pale and he stammered. He said, what I remember is that I only borrowed a few from her. Million. But it's not like there's so much. Without saying anything, he stood up and went into the open house. The cabinet took out the debt book and opened it to the name of. Miss Charlotte showed it to her and said, here. She said there was a book telling her that there were eggs, so she looked closely. How much did you borrow from me? Day, month, year? I wrote it down clearly and had your signature too. Miss Charlotte couldn't believe her eyes. I looked at the amount of principal and interest and was shocked. Mr. Jeffrey is now at home causing chaos. Where can I get the money to pay for her accommodation? Here, ma'am. Can I collect it slowly? I'll give you another month to beg. If I don't pay anymore, I'll let someone else take care of it. Then the love of Nia Hamlet is no longer there. Grandmother. After Tam finished speaking, he walked back to everyone. Playing cards. Miss Charlotte is also excited. Place as she went home. As she left, she became worried again. Within a month, I'll know where to find it. Here if the nurse comes to the house to ask for Mr. Jeffrey. If I know, I will definitely chase her away. Let's see when she gets home and goes inside. Room opened the cabinet and counted the remaining money. It's only 2 million, so even more. Discouraged her Hazel. Lay down on the bed and sighed. I had to hide the rice crop that was about to fall. After 2 days, the wound was dry, and the pain was gone, so Violet told her dad. I want to go to sewing school. Please let me go. Well, take a break. I'll take you to France. Living with Ms. Oot has a better future than I wanted. Just stay home with Dad. Or maybe Dad will send you to school. At the end of this month, I will be the youngest. No, my daughter seems to like learning to sew. Mr. Jeffrey also nodded and said yes. I'll study until the end of the month. Hey, it's okay to go. Thank you, Dad. So, I go now. Mr. Jeffrey, yes. Then carry the spray bottle. Go out to the field. Violet run into the changing room. Get dressed. Then take the car out and go up to the place. Obnoxious Uncle Ryan is standing in front of the house. She parked the car and left. I went inside, but before I could step through, I was attacked by him. Stop me. Where are you going today? Come learn how to sew. Violet. Stop at the mold. The annoyed face replied that my house does. I'm busy. Is there anything else you want to ask? Well, there's nothing left. Say there's nothing left. Again. But Ryan saw an uncomfortable look on his face. By Violet, then he burst out laughing. Intending to tease Violet. So just stand there. The door refused to move aside to let her in. Go into the library, so Ryan just stops at the door. So he definitely wants to pick a fight with me. Here. So she told him to stand like that. The door is closed. How can I get through? Here. I can softly say it's Uncle Nicholas. Please stand aside for me. Can you come inside? Violet? Listen. So I immediately guessed his intention. Nicholas. So she stopped answering and left him. He went to one side and then went straight to the other side. Looks like she didn't forget to go back to work. Teasing smiley face. Again. Nicholas thought Violet would speak softly. I gently asked him to let me in. But I didn't expect her to be sick. Pushed aside and teased again. It's really annoying to look at the clock. It's almost time to go back to France. He went up to the bedroom to put his clothes in. Inside, the letter sat in his position. I've only had 2 days off. But I'm not sad. Now I'm so happy to see you ladies here again. Elizabeth sees the fruit Violet always wears. Her coat wasn't taken off, so she went out to ask. Violet, are you sick? It's so hot. Why do you always wear a jacket? Yes. I don't. No. It's because my inner shirt is damaged. Torn, so I'm still shy because I don't know what to do. How to answer Violet's speak agent. That's why Aunt Elizabeth Quee won't ask anymore. Unexpectedly, Uncle said to go to the market with him. He took Violet Shua shopping for clothes. The hand that refuses is not needed. When will you leave it? If you have money, you can buy it. No. But it's okay. Come with me quickly. Buy it for him and take my money. Where? Aunt Elizabeth is so enthusiastic. She's not. Couldn't bear to refuse but nodded on the way. At the clothes shop. I told my dad to give it to the debtor. When I have money I will pay you. This girl told me to buy her something. What do you still owe Miss Evelyn? She said while rubbing Violet's head. She saw that she understood. If so, it would be very pitiful and pitiful. Like when her daughter was still alive. I'm sure she's pretty and about the same age. With Violet it's just a pity that her child is short. Destined to leave early. Just after going to the clothes stall. Elizabeth, say which outfit you like. Choose it. But in the past, all her things were given away. So she shook her head. Not knowing what to choose. The sales lady saw that and immediately chose it for her. She had a half-sleeve t-shirt and a shirt. The long jeans were given to her to bring inside. After changing, she just stood there. Inside, I don't dare to come out because of this shirt. The dangling hand will reveal Miss Evelyn's wound. Waited outside but didn't see Violetta. Take the test again and ask your child to change the violet wave. Come here and let me see. I'll come out right away. Let's go. Violet, struggling with thoughts, deciding to pull the curtain and go out. She hid her hands behind, then say, yes, sir. I feel it. Thank you, Miss Evelyn. Look at Violet's outfit. It fits well. When I turned around, I praised her for saying she was a saleswoman. Choose some more feminine outfits for Violet. Take the letter when Aunt Elizabeth isn't paying attention. I suddenly asked about the jacket I was wearing. What's wrong with letter? Violet rushed to wear. Quickly he pulled his jacket up and faltered. Answer. Yes. I fell. You noticed the mark. The wound on Violet's hand immediately. He took her hand and pulled her jacket up and held it out. Let's look carefully first and then say you're lying. But this wound is from being beaten. It's not that I fell. I'll tell you. I heard someone bet on something like this. Is that so? Miss Evelyn asked with tears in Thu's eyes. Seeing that, she had to tell the truth. For Aunt Elizabeth listened to everything just said. But her tears just fell and Miss Evelyn did. Tears soaked her eyelashes. She took my hand of Thu and said, why are you so miserable? Son, I don't understand why there are toxic people in this world. So evil again. I'm okay. You're sick. So Reed is used to it, so I feel okay. Usually I just feel it once in a while. Just a little older. Let me ask your father to let me come here to work. Please let my adopted son Ryan live. France only comes back every now and then. So that's it. I'm sad at home alone. Very much because of the lack of mother's love. Since birth, she has been treated by her stepmother. That's why when I heard Aunt Elizabeth say that, the soldier was so moved that he raised his hand. Wiping away her tears, she answered her father, no. No matter what, I have to leave at the end of this month. France already. What are you doing up there? Why are you going up to my house? Youngest in B, I'm afraid I'll be ostracized here. Ha, Thoy. Just let me come to your house and ask you to talk to me. Let's see if my dad agrees. Do you want to stay with me, Min? The hesitant letter is indeed a new contact. With Aunt Elizabeth a few days, but she felt. You're very kind and she also doesn't want it. Go to France, reopen here to learn sewing later. This guy has a job to take care of his father. So she nodded yes, Miss Evelyn happy out. She charged Violet for her clothes. Then answered that. Now go back to the tailor shop. I told Ryan to take me and you home. Violet Gia's house and I'll be with you later. Elizabeth returned to the shop and saw. Nicholas was pulling his suitcase out when Miss Evelyn spoke. I'm going to France. Ha, Nicholas. Yes, Mom. B. Where did the letter go? I went to the room to look for Mom. Without seeing it, Mom took her to buy some clothes. Baby, please go slowly. I'll give it to you. Mom and Violet go home. Baby. I'm there. What's going on? Mom, is it important? It's very important. Let's go over there. Drive here and go to her house. Know what? Okay. Ryan didn't ask anymore and just walked over. His car was parked in 3 vacant lots. Back towards Mother and Violet after sitting. Get in the car and Ryan asks which direction your house is. Violet haven't been since she was little. The car never smells like the air conditioner in the car, making her uncomfortable and nauseous. She frowned. Face answer. Just go straight. There will be later. On the bridge he turned and walked silently twice. Another kilometer to Miss Hazel's house. Sitting next to see Violet. So then, realizing the problem the day she told Nicholas to turn off the phone. Go cold, too. She's not used to it. I'm scared. Baby. Tired. Ryan didn't say anything but turned off the phone. Cool down, then lower the window for Min. Letter is more comfortable than driving and sitting. In the car, Violet just look outside. My heart felt so sad. After a while, I died. Their car also stopped at a house. Miss Evelyn opened the door and go down with Violet. Going into the house, Ryan also followed. Looked at the small, shabby house and then looked over. Violet, I don't think it's your family. The baby is so miserable. At this moment Miss Charlotte is picking up after me. The letter brought two strangers who looked like sang. When she got home, she cleared her throat and said, "You. Who are you bringing here? Child? This is my mother. The daughter of the owner of the tailor shop where I studied D. Going to school here is a matter of what to do. I am not involved." Violet, the sober lady, was angry when she asked that. If it were a normal day, Violet beat her every day, but because she wanted to get it. His heart was broken, but I refused to speak. Don't rely on your father because he's sick and you'll lose your words. Puberty. Violet, leave her alone. Please answer again and invite Miss Evelyn and me to come in. Indoors sitting. See Miss Evelyn at a glance. The woman doesn't have much of a face. That feeling in the words just said. Guess this is Violet's stepmother. Violet pouring water for Miss Evelyn and her mother. Tell B you must be outside. Wait. Just a little bit. It's okay. I can wait. After finishing speaking, the familiar sound of a motorbike rang out. Up. Violet, come out and see your dad come home yet. Before I could speak, my father asked me why now. Hey, I'm at home and someone's car is parked in front. My house's gate has a letter from the landlady. That's the tailor's shop. Dad, come in. Mrs. Boss. There's something I want to tell you. Mr. Jeffrey. Hearing that, wash your hands and feet and go in. Inside the house he sat down on a chair and asked, No. I know you came to my house today for something. What's up? Miss Evelyn immediately said, I heard too. Talk through your family situation and I also know that he will give it at the end of this month. She went to France and I'm here today. I want to ask your permission to let me adopt her. Adopt her so she can come live with me. You don't have to go to France anymore. No. Miss Charlotte outside hear that then immediately went in and said he had no children to raise. No matter what, you and your mother should go home. It's not your business. Shut your mouth. Give it back to me. Mr. Jeffrey quote. Miss Charlotte makes her angry at him. She went down to the kitchen to cook the rice she had just cooked. She just cursed loudly at Miss Hazel's house. I didn't see Violet's father say anything. So she said, next. I'm from the countryside. I have a house here. And the company on the city, but no. Luckily my husband and my daughter passed away, so I returned home to leave his son in the city. At the manager's office, I saw a girl of about the same age. My daughter is being abused like this. So I love you very much. I promise. I will definitely treat her well. Like a mother's love for you. Don't worry. Mr. Jeffrey was hesitant at first. And worried about leaving Violet with you. Strange, but now hear Miss Evelyn say so. He calmed down and continued speaking. Indeed. I want her to go to France, but above. I don't feel very secure now that I have you. I was very happy when I adopted her. I hope you can help me teach her how to speak. Miss Evelyn song. Mr. Jeffrey Quay sang Violet. Ask if you agree. Violet, yes. My child. I'll come visit you this weekend. Dad. Don't worry. Hey. Mr. Jeffrey seeing Violet agree. Without asking any more, he recognized it. Miss Evelyn is a good person who should entrust her children. The baby also gave him some peace of mind. And Miss Evelyn let me say a few more sentences. The letter went into the house to get some clothes and put them in Dad's lot, then got in the car and went back with their mother and son. Checked again after Min Th left. She woke up, came out and said he was very good and let him go. Who will help me with the housework? We know whether people are good or not. No. The teacher told me. It doesn't matter whether people are good or not. Much better than her as long as the child is happy. It's okay to not be abused. But it's a job. At home, there is one that Eliana made her practice. Let's help her get used to Eliana going to school. When he got there, he heard his father say that. Again, I'm busy with school and don't have time. But doing those jobs also gives me benefits. I don't know what to do, so I tell her to do it. If you don't know, learn gradually and then don't know. The habit of being lazy like my mother. You finished talking, Mr. Jeffrey, go into the room to get it. Clothes to take a bath. Eliana's child saw her father leave. Asked Violet's mother where to find out. The letter was received by a rich woman. I was adopted, so I went, and Eliana listened. Therefore, envy is born and blames Miss Charlotte. S. angrily picked up his briefcase and went into the storage room. Miss Charlotte was left standing there. She was very angry. But I could only hold my anger in my body because now Violet is gone. Where can I get it? People tortured and cursed her. Meanwhile, Violet and your mother, Miss Evelyn, came home and brought Violet to the empty room next to the room of Nicholas, then said, "This is my child's room. Come take a look. Thank you for this time. What else do you call uncle? Call mom." Violet lowered her face and mumbled, calling for mom, making her Miss Hazel. Laughing, she told her to go to her room and rest. "Today I don't have to study anymore, but I'm smart. I don't want to be lazy." So, she took her backpack into her room, put it away, and asked for it permission to go downstairs to the ladies downstairs. Seeing her bring her backpack here, she wondered. Violet didn't hide anything. She told me. Everyone listened until they finished listening to him. Also pity her fate, and also, I'm glad she was accepted by the boss here. Adopted son Ryan takes Violet away. I just pulled my mother's hand and asked about something important. Mom's is to adopt Violet. Yes, that's right. She's so pitiful. My mother has been living with my stepmother since birth. Tortured and beaten, these scarred limbs heals. Then a new wound reappears. Hey, how do you know that? I just saw you. The baby keeps wearing the jacket. So mom asked the same thing. He said the shirt was taken away. So I was afraid to take it off, so my mother took me shopping. Clothes should only be discovered before received. She is an adopted child in France. Because I'm worried about work, I only come back to visit my mother from time to time. Having a baby makes me feel less sad. It makes sense to hear my mother say that. So he agreed to work this time as well. When I have free time, I come back to visit my mother and see that she is happy. Having Violet makes me less worried, but feel more secure in working. Okay, I'll go home. Room to change clothes and leave on time. Go ahead and change your address. Bro, sister, uncle or nephew, anything else? Ryan just smiled, laughed and went back to the room to change clothes. Open drawer, take the tube of ointment I bought. If you haven't used it, bring it down to Violet. Go down to where you see Violet sitting. Turn around and carefully remove dry areas. On my hand, just as my mother said. There was an old scar. If it hasn't healed yet, a new wound will cover it. He felt something sad looking at his figure. Petite Guang in his heart again. A feeling of wanting to protect her arose. This girl is so Violet. Still attentive. Didn't notice his own presence. Go back and leave the tube of medicine on the table. Tell me this medicine, sister. The scar is very effective. Don't remove it. So this medicine also reduces itching. Do you remember to apply it to heal quickly? Violet, out of breath, she reached out and patted Pei's chest. The comment is just right. Why don't you come out in front? I always stand behind. Saying that kind of thing makes me so scared. I can't bear to see you paying so much attention. Don't bother. You have to go back to France now. Now stay home and watch mom help you. When? Tell me about you buying a gift for me. Thank you. Don't worry. I'll take good care of mom. Elizabeth, but Nicholas nodded in satisfaction with him. Pull the suitcase in the morning when it's in the corner. When I get home in the morning, I get in the car and drive away. In Min embroidery, he picked up the tube of medicine. She smiled naturally. She found her uncle worthy. This hate is also kind. Evening. That day, after eating as usual. Usual routine at home: Violet cleaning, washing the dishes and helping the maid. Elizabeth's mother said, talk on the phone with customers while washing assistant. The two girls talked to each other. And she also learned that her name is too. Difficult family situation. So mother. Elizabeth received and worked as a maid after helping. Finished, so mom was still talking, so she sat. Went down to eat fruit about 5 minutes after Miss Hazel. After talking, she saw Violet. He said he was afraid she would be sad. So he told me to just look at this. It's my house. Don't be shy at all. You already know. But look. Is there anything missing? If not, I'll take you out to buy everything. Mom, don't buy anything that's too expensive, Violet. If you think about it, you can still save money like that. She liked it very much. Maybe it was her childhood. So she rubbed the baby's hand. Then said I have money. Don't worry. I will. Love compensates everything for you. What I have been lacking throughout. Last time yes. I'll thank you later. Mother and son talked for a while longer. Then returned to her room because she was unfamiliar with her place. Kept tossing and turning in bed, unable to sleep. Yes. Tonight there is a moonlight. Peeking through the crack in the door made her miss her dad so much. Suddenly she remembered the tube of medicine. Nicholas brought it out at noon and turned on the light. Approved to recognize genuine medicine. Otherwise, she feels cool and less itchy. Surely after applying, she turned off the light and turned on. Wall bed rolls back and forth a few times. Around then gradually sank into sleep. Somewhere else there is a man. Sitting in front of the balcony sipping a glass of magic. I think that person is none other than me. Nicholas didn't understand why from this afternoon until now. I can't concentrate on anything. Image of Violetla said in. Head of. Older brother.